Hi everyone, welcome into Soulflower Holistic Wellness Consulting. I came in just to do a very quick segment on self-care. And I was listening to one of my readers this morning, and she was talking about it, and I thought, what a great idea to spin off of for the Soulflower viewers. So today is New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year's. 2020 is ending, it's the last day, and tomorrow's 2021. Brand new portal we're going through. So with that, let's go in and be the best you that you can be. And when I talk about self-care, of course, like I said, our human suits, our bodies are very important. You need to drink plenty of water, whatever that means for you. Eat as raw of a diet, as live food as possible. I always say stay away from meats, but of course, I am not here to change anybody's mind. Everybody, we all have our own process that we go through, and we all have our own journey that we are on. So mine is advice only based on experience and what I know. But again, I'm not here to change a mind, change anything. We all have free will. This is just offering up some ideas. So as for me, I don't eat meat. It really weighs me down. It seems very toxic to my body. And having stepped away from it so long, when I do eat it, I almost take on a sense of illness with it. So it does not do well for me. I do eat fish. That is a source of protein that I like. And then I find other plant-based proteins. Also legumes, beans, that type of thing. Spinach has a lot of iron in it. So there's other sources out there that you can replace with some of the nutrients that you feel that you get from meat. As well as eating fruits, kind of portioning out the amount of food that you eat. Remember, as we get older, our bodies needs less and less of it. So as you're aging, you probably won't need that same amount of food that you did even 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Staying healthy with our children, making sure that a lot of their snacking, healthy choices. That water is very, very important. If you're eating a healthy, balanced diet, you won't need as many supplements, but if you don't, supplements are a good idea as well. Exercising your body, moving your body. Your body was not meant to stay still or dormant. It's meant to move. That keeps your cartilage healthy in your bones and your muscles healthy, including your heart muscle. So move your body. It was meant to move. That's kind of the body side of things. Also, emotionally and mentally, you want to stay healthy as well. So when you're eating well, that is going to help, and you'll see if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't and you do it, you'll understand it after you do. But that healthy eating and exercise also lends itself to better thoughts, clearer mind, clarity. Emotions are in better check when you're doing the good things for your body. Clean out the clutter of your home. Your house is your sanctuary besides your body being your sanctuary, which it is. It's your sacred temple, as I call it. But your home is like a sanctuary. So you don't want a lot of clutter. You want to maybe take room by room. Instead of waiting for spring to do a spring cleaning, maybe the new year for 2021, go through one room at a time, from ceiling to floor, and clean it, disinfect, throw away things that you no longer need. Or if you're in your closet and you're doing a closet cleaning, if you've got clothes hanging that you haven't worn in years. Maybe box them up and give them to Goodwill or to the Salvation Army where somebody else could maybe get some use out of them. Or if they're old, they're tattered, and it's something that you no longer want, throw it away and you don't think it's usable for someone else. Same thing in the other rooms. Go through your kitchen cabinets or your drawers and discard things that are no longer any use to you. So this lack of clutter also helps your mental clarity. Your emotions, I would say daily, get into prayer time. Be sure that you're meditating on a daily basis. You're finding a quiet space, even if it's for 10 minutes a day. Just get alone and sit and reflect and allow for the spiritual downloads to come and get answers. Maybe sit with an intention or sit with a question and wait for spirit to come and answer that question, or your guides or your angels, whatever your belief system is. Employ that during your meditation or your prayer time. I like to pray when I get up in the morning, and of course I pray when I lay down and go to sleep at night, and then I meditate at least a portion of some time of the day. If I only have 10 minutes, then I take 10 minutes to do it. If I have a half hour that I can devote to it, or longer, I like to do that as well, and just sit quiet. And it's amazing some of the things that come to mind, come to spirit in that quiet time. So all of this is self-care. One last thing is money, which is in our everyday life. So be a good steward over your money. I know finances for 2020 hit a lot of people hard. And now take these coins, these pentacles, this money that you have, and be a good steward over it. Don't just spend frivolously like you may have done in the past, or without thinking about where this is going. Maybe you need to, especially if you're an empath, maybe put a boundary around yourself as to not be so much of a giver, and starting to change that cycle. I know, as an empath myself, it's, you're a giver, and we like to give. We'd rather give than to receive most of the time. But in this new portal that we're coming through, self-care and boundaries are going to be very, very critical. So you're going to have to lovingly set some boundaries, especially where your money is concerned and your giving is concerned. You're going to want to start putting some of that back to yourself for 2021 instead of pushing it out for others. And it's not about scorekeeping. It's not about a scorecard. I've given to this person, but they haven't given back to me. It's not about that, and it was never about that. So keep that in mind as well. You don't want to get into that trap. It's not about that. If you were an empath and you were a giver, you did not expect anything back in the most likelihood. So setting boundaries, also the people that come in and out of our lives, we need to set boundaries now for 2021. You want high vibration people around you. You want like-minded people around you. One of the things that I have learned in this 2020 journey is that I am not here to change anybody's mind. I'm not. I am here to be a light, a guide, based on what I set for myself, what I do for myself, and then let others see that. And with their free will, if they so choose, they can take that path as well. And I do the same with my leaders and my teachers and my guides. I'm watching them and I'm seeing what's working for them, and I'm aligning myself with their journey if I so choose. Some I choose not to. Some I don't believe all of what is said. I take what works for me and I leave the rest because somebody else might be able to use what I've left behind. So just a little quick, blurb about some of the things that you can take action with starting today and definitely going into tomorrow. So putting these habits down, perhaps journaling. I did buy myself a journal. And I'm going to start writing some things down, which is very therapeutic, to help myself, to kind of see what my path is and how I'm moving along that path. All right, everybody. Tomorrow, look on Instagram for Soulflower Holistic Wellness Consulting. Katie's going to put a segment up today. Tomorrow, she and I are going to get together, and we are going to realign all the chakras from root to crown to get you off imbalanced energies for 2021. Love and light, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.